Hi, I'm Dan Kristiansen, and we're down here in Olympia, and we're getting really close to being done. But I've been hearing from a lot of you folks on an issue that is near and dear to our district. Our district is one of the most beautiful districts in the state. We've got the entire western half of the Cascades from Stevens Pass all the way to Canada. But we've got a lot of parks that are actually being looked at closing down here. As a matter of fact, there's over 40 parks in the state of Washington that they're actually looking at shutting down. The reason? They say they don't have money. They don't have money to maintain the 40-some parks that are actually being slighted right now to be cut and closed. Well, as we know in our district, parks are somewhat of a lifeline to many of our small communities. A lot of the communities, as we head up east, up towards Stevens Pass, getting to Gold Bar and Sultan and Startup in those areas, and other little communities up there, along with up in the North Cascades, Cedar Woolley and Concrete, and many of those communities, their lifeline, their economy, much of the time, especially in the summer, is wrapped around parks and people coming from outside of the area and from our own neighborhoods and going out into those parks. Why are they looking at cutting it? Well, I think it's because of priorities, misled priorities. At the same time they're looking at cutting parks, closing our parks down, they're also looking at spending $80 million new dollars on buying more land for what? For parks. We're actually looking at spending another $80 million in this budget to buy more land, acquire more land for more parks when we can't keep the parks open that we've got. That's misled priorities. And what I'm asking you to do today is to help me out. What we're trying to do is we're trying to get the word to the Speaker of the House to let him know that that is not acceptable. At a time, especially now, where the economy is tight, people are not going to be looking at making any long trips, or if they have, far fewer than they were in the past. The folks I talk to, they're looking at, hey, we need to stay more local. We don't have the money to fly out of town or drive across the country or even out of the country. We're going to be spending a lot more time and money here locally. Summertime is coming. We're only a couple months away. Kids are going to be getting out of school. What are we going to be doing? I know myself, as a native of Snohomish County, I've spent a lot of time hiking around in the trails in our park system, fishing, doing all those fun things in the beautiful, west side of the state that we have, and even the east side of the state. What I need now is your help. I need you to help me get the word out. Get the word out to your neighbors and friends. Make your calls down here into Olympia and tell them how important our park systems are. Let them know that now is not a time to spend $80 million on acquiring new land for parks when we can't even keep our own parks open. We're getting down to the last 2 weeks. As a matter of fact, by the time you're getting this, you're probably a little over a week before session is over. April 26th is the deadline. And so any help you can give me, call the Speaker of the House. I know it's stretching a little bit, but I'm down here and I need your help. Let's make that wheel squeak. Let's let them know that we want access to our parks. Thank you very much. Again, I'm Dan Kristiansen. I look forward to talking to you next time. Take care now.